you? In today's session, we'll be doing a class test on worksheet 10 and 11, that is pronouns. Then we'll move on to the new chapter, that is worksheet 12, genders. So before we move on to the new chapter, we'll conduct a test paper on the previous chapter that we have already taken, that is worksheet 10 and 11. I hope you can remember what all we have learned. We have learned about the pronouns, the 7 main pronouns, okay? Then we learned about the personal pronoun. These are the 2 different kinds of pronouns we learned. That is personal pronouns and the possessive pronouns. Personal pronouns is divided into 2. That is subject pronouns and the object pronouns. Subjects has to be replaced by the subject pronouns and the objects has to be replaced by the object pronouns. That's why the personal pronoun is divided into 2, is categorized into 2. Okay, so first of all, we have to know which are the subjects and the objects. Okay, then we learned about the possessive pronoun. All these subject pronoun, the object and the possessive pronoun, I have given it in a table form for you to learn it well. So for each word, we know which are the subject pronoun. For that, it had the different form, that is the object pronoun and also the possessive pronoun. So we are moving on to the test paper now. I hope you have understood what has been taught. Okay, let's move on to it. So I'll be sending you the link in the chat box. All of you, please do check the chat box. Check that whether you have got the link. Have all of you got the link? Have you got the link, children? Yes. All of you put a thumbs up if you have got it. Let me see you all putting a thumbs up. Only Evangeline's thumbs up, I got it. Yes, Mohammed Rayan. Advaid. Then, yes, Anushka. Okay, now start doing it. So you have to write your name, children, write your class, and click on the right options, that is D, section D. And here comes the questions for you. Fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns. Okay, the lion is roaring because dash is hungry. Click on the right options. The lion is roaring because the dash is hungry. Okay. He, she, and it. Pankaj and Ajay live in the same area. Dash are classmates. So click on to the right options. It, he, they. It, he, they. Okay, second question is over. Now let's move on to the third question. Third question, the Roman number 2 is rewrite these sentences replacing with the subject pronouns. Okay, so you have to replace the sentences with a subject pronoun. First of all, we need to identify the subject and it has to be replaced by a subject pronoun. Gina has many books. So pick up the subject in the sentence and replace it with a subject pronoun. The options given here are she, it, and they. Abhishek is a good boy. Okay, so replace it with a subject pronoun. He, she, and it. Fill in the blanks with the correct object pronoun. Fill in the blanks with the correct object pronoun. Sheila is good at maths. I will ask dash for the answer. Sheila is good at maths. I will ask dash for the answer. So you have to fill in the blanks with the correct object pronoun. So we need to know what is the correct options are given here for you. Click on to the right options. Okay. Now, the sixth question is, this is my notebook. I write important things in dash. I write important things in dash. It is them, it, and us. This is my notebook. I write important things in dash. Is it it, them, us? The seventh question is, fill in the blanks with the possessive pronoun, children. This is my book, it is. So you have to insert with the appropriate possessive pronouns. The options are given there for you. Mine, his, her. Mine, his, her. The eighth question is, Radha said this diary is. Is it hers, his, ours? Radha said this diary is. Ninth question is, those are our desks. They are hers, ours, his. Hers, ours, his. These are their clothes. They are, is it ours, theirs, his? Okay, children. Once you finish, go through the question paper and click on to the right option, then submit and click on the submit button. Okay. Is there anyone who hasn't got the link? Siddish, Abir, Ryan, Nivya, Jaron, Nakshatra, Maria, Evelyn, Agni, Manoj, Vinayak. Come on. Start sending. Children, those who have joined late, if the link has to be sent, the link will be sent now. Is there anyone who has joined late? Children, I'll be sending the link again in the chat box for those students who have joined late. Please do check the link box. Sorry, the chat box for the link. Is there anyone who hasn't got still the link? Please do raise your hands. I hope all of you have got it. Rushan, you did not get the link? I've joined just now, Rushan. What is happening to your videos, children? Have all of you finished? Is there anyone still who has to finish?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm waiting for
Yes,
you, children.
ma'am,
Once we finish with it, we'll move on to the next chapter. Finished.
Finish.
Is there anyone still who has to finish? Did everybody get the link, children? I'm talking to you. Did everybody get the link?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is there anyone who hasn't got the link?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, then can we start? Have all of you finished, children? Have all of you finished your exams? Is there anyone still to finish? Is there anyone? Children, let me ask you a question. Whether all of you have finished your exams?
Yes.
Is there anyone still to finish? Okay, if it's there, okay.
It's admitted, but it is gone on.
What happened? I'm waiting for you, children. I have to move on to the next lesson. That is worksheet 12. I'm waiting for you. If you have finished your exams, we can move on to the next chapter. It's already 10 minutes is up. Rayan, what do you want to tell me? Yes, Rayan?
Come
on, tell me. What happened?
I wrote the
Come on,
exam
tell me. Yes.
for the exam, but my mark no there
in the view, let me check. Okay, that's what. If there is any issues, children, please let me know it.
MU.
Leon, if you want to tell something, please. Children, if you want to tell something, please do send the message in the chat box.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am, can I say MO? I'm
What is
a MO sister. We done the test and it is gone full. We seen the score also,
Mm.
but it is fully gone.
Okay, let me check. Okay, let me check this whether I've got the marks or what.
Okay, ma'am. MO Ray, Muhammad Ray.
Who's that person is? Can you say his name?
Ma'am, MO, it is there.
Ah, it is there. No, MO is there. No. Okay, okay, yes.
Ma'am,
So that
MU also. MU also,
MU.
please.
Wait, let me check. Okay. MO is there. Muhammad Rayan, MU. MU's is there. Okay. 10 out of 10. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
I hope all of you have clicked onto the submit button. I've got the marks of these children. You can go through it. Sadish, Abir, Rayan, Nivya, Nakshatra, Maria, Agni, Jeroen, Archa, Ashik, Mohammed Rayan, Evangeline, Prithwin. Most of you have done well. Very good. Yes. So let's move on to the topic. Okay, children, thank you. All of you have done well. So let's move on to the new topic. Okay, children? So we are moving on to the next topic. That is, I hope all of you have done well. Very good. Okay. So most of you have got 10 out of 10. So we are moving on to the next chapter now. That is worksheet 12, gender. So in this chapter, children, is nothing much to study as that. Here there is no concept as such, but here we have to learn it by heart. For every gender, that is masculine gender, we have the opposite feminine gender too. So all the masculine gender and the feminine gender has to be learned well, okay, by hearted, with the spellings. Is that clear to all of you? Okay, so let's move on to the topic. So genders as such, there are 4 genders in English. How many genders are there? How many genders are there? I want all of you to be very, very attentive with the class. Vinayak, all of you sit there. Sit straight, all of you. There are 4 genders in English. The first one is a masculine gender. The second one is the feminine gender. The third one is a common gender. And the fourth one is a neuter gender. Is that clear? Masculine, feminine, common, and the neuter gender. Masculine gender means it denotes the male species. Okay? So here we know boy is a male, denotes the masculine gender. Father, uncle, brother, all these are male, denotes the male species. So they are known as the masculine gender. Is that clear? Feminine gender means female species. Okay? They are known as the feminine gender. You can see that mother, sister, daughter, aunt, all these are the female species. They are known as the feminine gender. And the third one is the common gender. Common gender is either it can be a male or a female. Commonly we call them doctor, nurse, driver, pilot, student. So these are the common gender. Okay, all of you, please do sit straight and fold your hands and sit, all of you. Let me see you all sitting properly for the class. And the fourth one is a neuter gender. Neuter gender is nothing but inanimate things. Pen is an inanimate thing. So it's a neuter gender. So there are 4 genders. The first one is a masculine gender. The second one is the feminine gender. Third one is a common gender. And the fourth one is the neuter gender. Okay? So I hope all of you have understood. Let's move on to the topic. Okay, children? Are you all ready? So our topic for today is now genders. Okay, genders are very as an easy topic. There are 4 types of gender nouns in English. Are you all listening? So the first one is a masculine gender. Second one is a feminine gender. Third one is a common gender. And the fourth one is a neuter gender. Is that clear? Masculine, feminine, common, and the neuter gender. Now let's move on to it. So we'll move on to one by one in detail. A male member of a species are called as masculine gender. A male member, or it denotes a male. Okay, the male member of a species is called a masculine gender. For example, uncle, okay, is a masculine gender. Hero, king, bull. Even birds and animals do have male and female. That is masculine gender and the feminine gender. For each masculine gender, we do have the opposite feminine gender. So all this has to be learned by heart. Okay, so human beings, not only human beings, even birds and animals do have masculine and the feminine gender. So these are the masculine gender. Now we'll move on to the second type of noun, second type of gender, that is the feminine gender, the female member of a species. A female member of a species is called the feminine gender. Okay, the female member of a species is a feminine gender. For example, that is aunt, heroine, queen, cow. Is that clear? Is that clear? Aunt, heroine, queen, cow. Now we'll move on to the common gender. Common gender is used for both male and female. Is that clear? Common gender is used for both male and female. That is, student is a common gender. Leader is a common gender. Pilot is a common gender. Doctor is a common gender. Okay, we are not mentioning whether it's a male or a female. Driver. Okay, just we call them as driver. Whether we are not mentioning as it is whether it's a male or a female. So all these commonly called as student. Okay, child, pilot, leader, doctor, even teacher, we call them teacher. Whoever, whether it's a male or a female, we'll call them as teacher. All these are common genders. Okay, now finally we'll move on to the neuter gender. Is nothing but it's an inanimate thing. Inanimate thing doesn't have male or female, so it's a non-living thing. So pen is an inanimate thing, it's a neuter gender. Book is an inanimate thing, is a neuter gender. Okay, children. So we have learned about the 4 different types. These are the inanimate things. Okay, so these are considered as neuter gender. Is that clear to all of you? So we have already learned about the 4 different kinds of gender. It's very easy to understand. The first one is a masculine gender. It denotes the male. Feminine gender denotes the female. Common gender can be either male or female. And the neuter gender is an inanimate thing. Okay, so we are going to now, all of you, please do take your workbook. That is on page number 30. 31 and 32. Worksheet 12. All of you please do take it. We will write something. Okay. So we are in worksheet 12. Okay. That is gender. So we are the question, give the feminine gender of. Give the feminine gender of. Okay. So all of you please do take your workbook, children. Please do take your workbook. All of you please do take your workbook. Okay. So it is masculine, and the feminine gender. Okay, the first one is man. Man, it is woman, W-O-M-A-N, woman. Second one, prince, P-R-I-N-C-E, prince. It is princess, P-R-I-N-C-E-S-S, princess. Please do write it, children. All of you take your workbook, and I wanted to see you all writing. Are you all started writing? Take your workbook, all of you. Once the classes is ready, children, you should be ready with your workbook. Keep a rough book in front of you, all of you. I have all of you started to write? Okay, the third one is lion. Is lioness, L-I-O-N-E-S-S, lioness. Fourth one is tiger, tigress. Is tigress, T-I-G-R-E-S-S, tigress. Please do write it, children. The first one, second one, third one, and the fourth one. Lion, lioness. Tiger, tigress, T-I-G-R-E-S-S, tigress. Please do write it, all of you. Take your workbook and please do write it. Don't feel lazy. I wanted to see all of you writing. Take your pencils in your hand. And I want all of you, before the next session, that is on Monday, I wanted all of you to learn these 12 words, write it 3 times, and I wanted to see your rough book too on Monday. Okay, I wanted to see your rough book, and I wanted to see your workbook, all the work done. Okay, notebook, I'll be checking it later. I wanted to see your workbook as well as your rough book. These 12 words has to be written 3 times each in your rough book. After you finish your exercise in your workbook, take your rough book, take each word and write it 3 times. On Monday, I wanted to see you during the session. I'll be checking each one's book. Okay? As I've already told you, children, this masculine and the feminine gender has to be learned by heart with the spelling. So tiger, the opposite gender is tigress. There's no other way. Lion is lioness. So it should be learned by heart. Okay? Now we'll move on to the 5th one. That is God. G-O-D, God. That is goddess. G-O-D-D-E-S-S, goddess. Okay? So you have seen God and goddesses. God is a masculine gender and the goddess is a feminine gender. Okay? We'll move on to the 6th one, that is host. hostess, hostess. Seventh one, emperor, E-M-P-E-R-O-R, emperor. Emperor is empress, E-M-P-R-E-S-S, empress. Now we'll move on to the eighth word, that is monk. Monk, the opposite gender for monk is nun, N-U-N, nun. Nun means we have seen sisters, so the opposite gender for the sisters is monk. Ninth one is a poet. We know who's a poet is. Poet and poetess. The female poet is known as poetess. 10th one, author, A-U-T-H-O-R, author. Author is authoress, A-U-T-H-R-E-S-S, authoress. Okay, A-U-T-H-R-E-S-S, authoress. Now, the 11th one is boy. Boy, we all know. The opposite gender for boy is girl. G-I-R-L, girl. Okay. And the 12th word is for the opposite gender. What do we say for the son? S-O-N, son. It is daughter. D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R, daughter. So I want all of you to write it. Okay, before the next session, I wanted all of you to write these 12 words, that is the masculine and the feminine gender, three times each. Okay, son, daughter. As you write it 3 times, learn the spellings too. Daughter, D-A-U-G-H, daughter, T-E-R. Spell out as you write it. Girl, G-I-R-L, girl. Authoress, A-U-T-H-R-E-S-S, authoress. Poetess, P-O-E-T-E-S-S. Now, most of the words you have to add E-S-S to make those words into feminine gender. So please do learn those words, okay? So lion, it is lioness. Tiger, it is tigress. God, it is goddess. Host, hostess. Emperor, empress. Monk, it is nun. Okay, poet is poetess. Author, authoress. Then boy and girl, son we know. Boy is girl, son is daughter. Okay, that's why I've told you for each masculine gender, there is an opposite feminine gender. So each masculine and the feminine gender has to be learned well. Okay. So have all of you learned it? Wrote it? Completed your work? It will be also be sent, but I wanted all of you to complete it now. Okay? Please do complete it now. Okay, children, it's time for us to wind up today's session, children. Bye. Okay? Bye, children. It's time up. So bye. See that you write and study all the words. Okay, children? Thank you, children. Bye.